You haven't heard from them in weeks. No message, no explanation, nothing. And still, they're in your head. At night, in the middle of the day, in random moments where you thought you were finally okay. You know it doesn't make sense. You know they're not even treating you right, but somehow you can't let it go. So you start asking yourself, why am I like this? Why can't I just move on? Here's the truth. It's not because you're weak. It's because your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you what's really happening inside your mind. Why this person feels impossible to forget. Why it almost feels addictive. And most importantly, how you actually start breaking that loop. Not by forcing yourself to move on, but by understanding what's keeping you stuck. Let me explain something that will change how you see this. Your brain hates unfinished things. There's a psychological effect called the Zeigarnik Effect. It means we remember things that feel incomplete, way more than things that are finished. So when something ends clearly, your brain can file it away. But when it doesn't, it stays open. Now think about your situation. Did you ever really get closure? Or did it just fade? Mixed signals, half conversations, things left unsaid. It's like your brain opened a tab and never got to close it, so it keeps refreshing. What did they mean? Was it real? What if it could have worked? It's not just memories. It's a loop that never finished. And your brain keeps going back, trying to complete something that never had an ending. Now here's where it gets deeper. This doesn't just live in your thoughts. It lives in your chemistry. Because this kind of connection works like a reward system. Every time they gave you attention, you felt something. Excitement, relief, hope. That's dopamine. And then they pulled away, and suddenly, nothing. That drop? That's what creates the craving. So your brain starts chasing it, not the person, the feeling. Think about it. The good moments felt intense, but they weren't consistent. And that's exactly what makes it addictive. Good moment, distance, hope, repeat. Your brain gets stuck in that cycle. So when you say, I miss them, what you often really mean is, I miss how it felt when it was good. If this is hitting a little too close, drop an emoji in the comments that describes how you feel right now. You don't have to explain anything, but you'll see, a lot of people are right there with you. This is the part most people don't want to hear. But it's the part that actually sets you free. You don't miss the person. You miss the version of them you created in your head. Because your brain doesn't replay reality, it edits it. When you think about them, you don't go back to the confusion, the waiting, the moments you felt unsure. You go back to the best moments, the way they looked at you, the way it felt when it was good. And your brain builds a story around that, a version of them that feels perfect. But that version doesn't exist. And deep down, you know that. Because if it was real, you wouldn't be here feeling like this. So the pain isn't just losing them. It's losing the idea of what it could have been. Now let's talk about something a lot of people try. No contact. And yes, it can help, but not for the reason most people think. Because here's the paradox. The more you try not to think about someone, the more your brain brings them up. Try this right now. Don't think about a pink elephant. What happened? Exactly. Your brain doesn't process don't. It just processes the image. So if you're constantly telling yourself, don't think about them, don't check their profile, don't care, you're still reinforcing the connection. That doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means you can't fight your thoughts by force. You have to understand them instead. And this is why some people are harder to forget than others. It's usually one of these patterns, the almost relationship. It felt real, but never fully happened. The mixed signals. Sometimes they were all in, sometimes completely distant. Or the wrong timing, where everything felt right except the situation. Those are the hardest, because your brain keeps asking, what if? And what if is one of the strongest emotional loops there is. So what actually helps? Not distraction, not forcing yourself to move on, but small, honest shifts. First, when the thought comes up, don't fight it. Just name it. This is my brain trying to close a loop. That alone creates distance. Second, balance the picture. Right now, your brain is only showing you the highlights. So gently remind yourself of the full reality. Not to hurt yourself, but to be honest with yourself. And third, give yourself closure. Because sometimes you won't get it from them. Write everything you never got to say. Don't send it, but let your brain finally finish the story. So, if this gave you a new way to understand what you're feeling, then you're exactly where you need to be. I talk about attraction, relationships, and how your mind actually works, in a way that helps you, not confuses you. So if you want more of that, subscribe. And if you haven't seen it yet, watch my last video, 5 Feminine Habits That Make Men Fall Hard. It connects perfectly to this. And I want to ask you something. Which type is hardest for you to let go of? The almost relationship, the mixed signals, or the wrong timing? Write it in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.